Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Sports Roundup here on this Sunday night, November 30th, 2014. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. Let's start you off out in Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where the New England Patriots squared off against the Green Bay Packers in the first time that Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers met up each other for their first time in their careers here. And the Green Bay Packers opened up the score on a pair of Mason Crosby field goals, one from 32 and 35 yards, make it 6-0. And then Richard Rodgers, a 32-yard pass from Aaron Rodgers, make it 13-0 in favor of the Green Bay Packers there. And then in the second quarter, Brendan Bolden, a 6-yard run in the second quarter to make it 13-7 in favor of the Packers there. And then Mason Crosby, a 33-yard field goal to make it 16-7 in favor of the Packers. And then Brandon LaFell, 2-yard pass from Tom Brady, and Steven Gostkowski's kick is good to make it 16-14 in favor of the Packers. And then Jordy Nelson, 45-yard pass from Aaron Rodgers with 14 seconds left to make it 23-14 in favor of the Packers at halftime break. And no score in the third quarter. And then Brandon LaFell, 15-yard pass from Tom Brady, and the Patriots cut the Packers lead to 23-21, and the Packers driving down the field, and Davante Adams dropped at what could have been a touchdown, and Mason Crosby had to settle with a 20-yard field goal drive to make it 26-21 in favor of the Packers. And then Brady and Patriots drove them down to the field to try to get the touchdown, but a stringent Green Bay Packers stopped Brady on 4th and 18, and then Steven Gostkowski had to settle for a 47-yard field goal, and he missed it. And then the Patriots defense had up to the Pats defense to stop Aaron Rodgers on 3rd and 4, but and Reggie Cobb first down, and that is all the ball game worth as the New England Patriots 7-game winning streak came to us, and as they fall to the Green Bay Packers 26-21, as now they fall to 9-3 in the season, but they're in good shape. Tom Brady, 22 for 35 for 245 yards and 2 touchdowns there. But Aaron Rodgers, 24 for 38 for 368 yards and 2 touchdowns and no interceptions here. And let's take a look at the first team stats so far. Patriots had 20 first downs at the Green Bay's 24. Total yards, 478 for the Packers, while 320 for the Patriots. And 4 penalties by the Patriots for 25 yards, while the Green Bay Packers had 4 penalties for 22 yards. And then the punts, 4 punts for the Pats for 37 yards, and the Green Bay's got 1 punt for 35 yards. In time of possession, 23-25 for the Patriots, 36-35 for the Packers. Well, the Patriots did all they can, but boy, this Green Bay Packers team was good that night at Lambeau. And you got to give the Packers credit. They were the better team. But as the Patriots, Bill Belichick is going to sort out what went right and what went wrong in the loss against the Packers. And they will put the loss aside, and Green Bay on. And as Belichick said, when he said after that horrific loss to the Chiefs on September 29th, Belichick said, it's on to Cincinnati. And as that what Belichick said, it's on to San Diego as the New England Patriots will square off on a Sunday night showdown down in San Diego against Phillip Rivers and the San Diego Chargers here. Game time, 8:15 p.m. next Sunday night. Okay, let's take a look at other scores around the NFL here. And speaking of the Chargers, they came from behind to beat the Baltimore Ravens by a point, 34-33. Buffalo Bills over the Cleveland Browns, 26-10. Houston Texans over the Tennessee Titans, 45-21. St. Louis Rams trouncing over the Oakland Raiders in St. Louis, 52-0 here. Cincinnati escaping the pesky Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a win, 14-13 here. Indianapolis Colts over the Washington Redskins, 49-27. Jacksonville Jaguars come from behind from 21 points down to beat the New York Jets 25-24. Minnesota Vikings over the Carolina Panthers 31-13. New Orleans Saints edge out the Pittsburgh Steelers 35-32. Atlanta Falcons over the Arizona Cardinals 29-18, and the Green Bay Packers beat the New England Patriots 26-21. As we take a look at our standings right now in the NFL here, so far. And with that loss, the New England Patriots go to 9-3 on the season and have a 2-game lead on the Buffalo Bills for first place in the AFC East. Cincinnati, with a win, has a 1.5-game lead on Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland in the AFC North. The Indianapolis Colts in the AFC South have a 2-game lead on the Houston Texans for first place in the AFC South. In the AFC West, here's the dilemma. If Denver can win here, then they'll have a 1-game lead on San Diego and a 2-game lead on Kansas City for first place in the AFC West. But if Kansas City wins, then they will have a 3-way tie in the AFC West between the Broncos, Chargers, and the Chiefs if Kansas City could defeat Denver. Okay, take a look at the NFC East. Philadelphia Eagles have a 1-game lead after defeating the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day down in Dallas. NFC North, Green Bay's got a 1-game lead on the Detroit Lions after defeating the Patriots today. Atlanta Falcons and New Orleans Saints a tie for the NFC South at 5-7, and then Arizona Cardinals got a 1-game lead on the Seattle Seahawks for first place in NFC West. There. Okay, if the playoffs were to end tonight, Okay. New England will get the 1 seed. Denver will get the 2 seed. And the AFC wildcard round, you would have Cincinnati Bengals and Kansas City Chiefs playing in one AFC wildcard game, while San Diego and Indianapolis in the other AFC wildcard game. In the NFC, Arizona will get the 1 seed. Philadelphia will get the 2 seed. Green Bay will jump to the 2 seed. And Philly will jump to the 3 seed. And Atlanta the 4th seed. Seattle 5 seed. And Detroit the 6th seed. And it had the AFC Buffalo Bills, Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers, and Cleveland Browns. While the NFC, Dallas Cowboys, San Francisco 49ers, New Orleans Saints, and Chicago Bears. Ooh, this is going to be an exciting December in the NFL here. The Patriots. No worries, Patriots fans. We're still in good shape. We're 9-3. We're still in the 1st seed. It's just that Green Bay was better, but the Patriots are going to bounce back and focus on the Chargers. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at how the Celtics did. And boy, they played one of the NBA's elite teams, the San Antonio Spurs here. And the Celtics wrapped up a rough stretch in November as they lose to the San Antonio Spurs 111-89 as the San Antonio Spurs went into the first quarter with a 25-22 lead. And then in the second quarter, the Celtics got an halftime break lead and 49-45. And then the San Antonio Spurs took over from there, taking a 73 lead for 3 quarters. And then the Spurs took over from there, pouring on 33 points to the Celtics 16 as the San Antonio Spurs defeat the Boston Celtics 111-89 as the Celtics wrap up their November stretch with a 4-11 season. And this is a young team for the Celtics, and Brad Stevens and the Celtics got plenty of games left to show what this team is made for. As next up, the Celtics, they'll be down in Atlanta on Tuesday night for a date with Atlanta Hawks. Alright, other scores around the NBA. Chicago Bulls over the Brooklyn Nets, 102-84. Golden State Warriors over the Detroit Pistons, 104-93. And Memphis Grizzlies leading the Sacramento Kings 65-57 with 5:22 left in the third quarter here. Okay. NHL action here. Okay, NHL action here. In the one game, it's Detroit Red Wings over the Vancouver Canucks, 5-3. Okay, let's take a look. All right, let's take a look at sports news here. The body of Costa George, who played football for our state, was discovered Sunday, police said, with a gunshot wound in his head. The Cleveland Browns played this season perfectly. Now it's time for the Johnny Manziel errors. Was pumping, juking, running down square. That's how it was always supposed to be. The fleet-footed rookie in number 2 jersey. Reserved hopes of Cleveland Browns fans wear as the Browns lose to the Bills, 26-10. The Tennessee Titans quarterback suffered a right shoulder injury after being driven into a trip by the Houston Texans star. As Zach member remained in the field for several minutes before walking slowly to the sideline. In St. Louis, before trying out the field for the pregame introductions, 5 St. Louis Rams stood with hands raised in a show of compassion and solidarity for Ferguson protesters. Ray Rice appealed victory magnifies a Roger Goodell's fumble case. Your Bill Cox has been given no answer yet about UAB's football future, but he's still. Stephen Curry respects former Spartan Draymond Green for finding ways to help him as the Warriors defeat the Detroit Pistons 104-93. Miami Heat coach Eric Spoelstra confirmed that shooting guard Dwayne Wade will be available for Sunday's game against the Knicks. The Palm Beach Post reports. Many college football fans are still talking about Florida State's close call against Florida, Ole Miss's big win over Mississippi State, and Baylor's scare against Texas Tech. UConn guard Brent Burwright suffered his ankle sprain as Jonathan Holmes knocked down a game-winning three-pointer Texas 55-54 win over the Connecticut Huskies. And despite winning 66 games in 7 years as the head coach of the Nebraska Cornhuskers, Bo Pelini was dismissed Sunday after finishing regular season 9-3. If Jay Gruden didn't know it before, he certainly knows it now. The Washington Redskins have a ton of problems, and those problems are bigger than the quarterback position. Gordie Howe, who's been dealing with the aftermath of a pretty bad stroke sustained on October 7th and another mini stroke Saturday night, according to Enter Kind of Michigan Live. Sergio Busquets scored with virtually the last kick of the game to get Barcelona back within 2 points of the league leader, Real Madrid. In Los Angeles Galaxy, Seattle Sounders will meet each other's second night game for the right to meet the New England Revolution MLS Cup 2014 next Sunday at the either Los Angeles or Seattle. Here. Okay, take a look at other scores around college basketball. It is San Francisco leading Montana 6-7-4-6 with 6:28 left in the second half. UCF with 3:56 left in the second half leading Bethune-Cookman 67-60. 8:02 left in the second half. Maryland leading VMI 77-62. 9:08 left in the second half. It is California leading Fresno State 56-41. 19:40 left in the second half. And Orlando Class in Orlando for the Georgia Tech leading Rhode 32-18. Through 6 seconds left first half. SMU 32, Monmouth 21. CSU Bakersfield leading South Dakota 38-29. 106 left in the first half. It is North Dakota State 32, Montana State 26 with 2:45 left in the first half. And Princeton leading San Jose State 14-2 with 15:04 left in the first half. Okay, it's Santa Clara 68, Redder 60, Duke 93, Army 73, Texas 55, Connecticut 54, Southeast Louisiana 92, Langston 80, Kansas 61, Michigan State 56, Southern Utah 93, UTSA 92, Quinnipiac 89, Vermont 73, UMass Lowell 69, Boston University 59, Elon 70, Miami Ohio 68, Kentucky defeating Providence 58-38. Texas Tech eking out a win over Air Force 63-62. East Carolina 74. Central Connecticut State 59. Lafayette 82. Fairleigh Dixon 61. Valparaiso 70. Portland 55. Northern Illinois 61. Maine 56. Colorado 84. Lipscomb 75. Yale 69. Hartford 57. Florida Atlantic 54. Avenue Maria 43. Western Michigan 68. San Diego 66. Lehigh 100. PSU Mont Alto 74. It is DePaul 87, Sanford 72, Tulane 73, Tennessee Tech 68, Nominado 55, Richmond 50, Denver 79, New Orleans 60, Bowling Green 64, Detroit 63, Virginia Tech 83, Morgan State 63, UNC Asheville 63, Charlotte 66 in overtime, New Hampshire 65, Dartmouth 63, Jacksonville State 81, Fort Valley State 49, Arkansas 74, Iona 77, Sacred Heart 71, Campbell 62, North Carolina 95, Florida A&M 56, Temple 70, LIU Brooklyn 56, Brown 75, Johnson Wales 65, USC 66, New Mexico 54, Marquette 67, Tennessee 59, Villanova 78, Delaware 47, Murray State 68, Drake 59, Long Beach State 73, Xavier 70, Florida Gulf Coast University 71, South Dakota State 58, Akron 32, Bryant 66, Drexel 59, Southern Mississippi 36, Texas State 68, Howard Payne 39, and Eastern Washington 104, Eastern Oregon 87. And take a look at women's college basketball here. It is Texas 30, Tennessee 20 in the first half. At halftime, 31 seconds left first half. Stanford 50, PV A&M 17. And it was Rutgers 100, Davidson 44. Texas A&M 63, Duke 59. Notre Dame 89, Kansas 47. Michigan State 85, Miami Ohio 39. Louisville 86, Valparaiso 59, and Nebraska 63, North Carolina 56, and Baylor 90, Marist 60. And that's going to be it for Sports Roundup here on the Sunday evening, November 30th, 2014 on a Sunday night. P-Ways, have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.